Hello friends, welcome back to Turn a Stone Tarot. For today's reading, I invite you to think of a question. It can be absolutely any question about anything on your mind, and we'll take a look at the cards and see whether the answer to your question is a yes or a no or potentially a maybe. I've selected 3 piles here for you, and each pile contains 3 cards, so we'll look at the 3 cards and determine our answer based on the cards that have come out. And why fruit, you may be asking? I just found these fruit erasers in my local art store. I thought they were so cute. And as I was thinking of the reading, I thought, oh, they can make a fruitful decision about whatever is on their mind. So please forgive me this little bout of whimsy, but let's make a fruitful decision together. Pile 1 is the lemon pile. Pile 2 is the strawberry. And pile 3 is the orange slice. Please select whichever pile you feel most drawn to. Timestamps are in the description box below. Please click ahead to your group and we'll get into your reading. I will see you there. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the lemon. So cute, this little lemon. All right, let's look at your cards and see the answer to your question. So the first card that came out for you is the 3 of Cups. So this is often a card of joy, positivity, celebration, so already looking very good. You've also got the 8 of Wands, which can be a card of communication, news coming in, air travel, things moving fast. And then we have the card of the King of Wands. And this is often a card of, it can be a masculine person, a person with sort of commanding energy, a person of authority. Also a very positive card, though. I would say the answer to your question based on these 3 cards is a yes. And I'm getting a few different messages from these cards. We're getting some positive news coming in. So if you're waiting on news of something, I think you're going to be receiving positive news. And it looks like very soon here with the 8 of Wands card. If you're waiting on news from a person in a position of authority, perhaps you're waiting to hear about a job or, perhaps some kind of creative project, or you're waiting to hear about relocation even. I think you're going to be getting positive news in any of these areas here. Maybe an acceptance from a university that's coming through. So some kind of positive news on its way to you. If you are in the process of making travel plans, I think you are going to have some very joyful experiences in this travel experience that you're putting together here with this combination of energies. I think it looks very happy, very positive. If you are planning some kind of a celebration, that may be the case for some of you watching. I see things moving along rather quickly here and things going well here. And I see you managing to clear any obstacles and create this celebration without any great obstacles in your way here. I think you may get some cooperation with this King of Wands energy that occurs for you to help make this celebration a possibility. So lots of beautiful energy here, lots of very positive energy, lots of rather fast energy. There's some passion involved in this, some creativity involved in what you're doing here. So a lot of wonderful things with your yes answer here, group 1. All right, so that is your reading. Basically, yes is your answer. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you're willing to share what your question was down below, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. So please comment down below what your question was if you're willing to share. No obligation, obviously. But thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you'd like to see more readings like this, again, please comment down below and let me know what kinds of readings would be of interest to you. I'm always creating more, so it's helpful to know if you have topics that you're particularly curious about. Thank you so much again for your time and attention. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Goodbye. Hello, group 2. You chose the strawberry. Let's get into your cards and find the answer to your question. So the first card out for you is the Eight of Swords card. So this card often speaks of releasing oneself from limiting beliefs. That is often the primary message I get from that card. The second card out for you is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is often a card of independence, independent wealth, really sort of enjoying the material things in life. And then finally, the last card is the Queen of Swords, and she came out in the reverse position. So this is really interesting. At first glance, it's like a yes, but is the answer to your question. This card is showing me with the Queen of Swords in this position, I'm getting some sense of disempowerment, being a little bit out of alignment. And then combined with this Eight of Swords card, I'm getting a sense of, not being truly empowered, perhaps due to some fears, worries, anxieties, self-limiting beliefs, not being able to see certain things in a certain situation, perhaps. But this is a very bright card in the center of your reading. I mean, if it was just this card, this would be an absolute yes. So what this is sort of pointing me to is the sense that it's a yes, but you may have to work with some self-limiting beliefs in order to get to this yes, or in order to fully receive this yes. There's something working a little bit at cross purposes to this yes. It may be a lack of empowerment, a lack of information, maybe some self-doubts perhaps, feeling not in control of a situation. These are the kinds of things coming up from these two cards that are flanking our central figure here. So very interesting combination. I just chose three cards, so I'm going to keep it three cards for each of the groups, and I don't want to muddy the waters too much here. But if I had to encapsulate the message of your reading here, I would say that it is a yes, but there are some difficulties to be worked through, and these could even be internal difficulties sort of stemming from our own selves, our own beliefs that we may have inherited, or they could be external circumstances too. Here with this Queen of Swords, there may be somebody perhaps kind of working against what we want in a way that's a little cold and out of alignment. But here with this position, it shows that we can free ourselves from this limiting circumstances. I think you can find your way to this wonderful sense of independence and self-nurturing and taking care of oneself and really appreciating you, yourself, your life, the world around you. You can indeed get to this place, but it's going to require some inner work perhaps, and in some cases it may involve dealing with this out of alignment feminine figure. It can be a man or a woman, but it's a kind of feminine energy that's a little more intellectually based. One might even say a little cold-hearted. You might need to work with this energy in order to get to your yes of abundance, yes of self-love and self-nurturance and the creation of a beautiful life and world for yourself. So I hope this was helpful to you, Group 2. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reading or what it meant for you personally. It's a very curious combination. It's like this very this strong yes in the centered here, but tempered by these challenging cards around it. So I hope that makes sense to you based on the situation that you're dealing with and the question that you came to this reading with. Again, thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best in your world and with your life. I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. This is your reading. So let's look at your yes or no question and see what we have here. You chose the little orange slice. So cute, so realistic, this orange slice. But it is indeed an eraser. Okay, let's look at your cards. So for you, we have these three cards. We have the Nine of Swords reversed, the World reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a rather challenging answer. I'm going to say that outright here. The Queen of Pentacles is a very positive card. The World card is positive, but in this position, it's just a little more tempered. It's not. It's like a waiting on the positive card. And then this Nine of Swords in reverse, if this was the only card you got, the answer would be no. And if this was the only card you got, the answer would be yes. And then this is kind of in a middle ground here, being this card in the reverse position. So from all of that, I would say that this combination of cards, the short version is not now, maybe later. What I'm seeing here is with the Nine of Swords card in reverse, I see that you're releasing some fears, some worries, some anxieties, something that has troubled you in the past, is currently in the process of dissipating. But what I think is going on with this spread is that if you were to take action right now, before this process is complete, you may not get the results that you truly desire. I think if you're willing to wait and allow this process to fully complete until we get to the world position upright, then you'll be coming into this wonderful space of abundance here with this Queen of Pentacles. So I hope that makes sense. I feel with this combination of cards, there is something positive for you here with the Queen of Pentacles showing in your reading. This is showing me a very feminine energy. This is showing me Earth Mother. This is showing me someone that takes care of their resources, that takes care of others, that takes care of, plants and animals and people, really. A very caring energy, the Queen of Pentacles here, but in the material world, in the earthly world. And I think what is happening is that you're currently kind of at the tail end of something, the tail end of a cycle, perhaps, where you're releasing perhaps some things that didn't work out for you in the past, some things that have held you back in the past. And this releasing is currently in process. So I think with these cards, they're not a yes right now, but with this Queen of Pentacles showing on your horizon here, I think you will come to a point of yes. And in fact, if you are facing some decision that you're making right now, I think what this spread is telling me is that with time, you may even get to a better outcome if you're allowing to release this fully, wait for this cycle to fully complete. By doing that, by letting nature take its course, by letting the healing process take its course, you will come to a much better result in the long run than if you were to take some kind of premature action now. You may not get quite what you want at the present time. That's what this brief spread is telling me. So that is what I have for you today, my group threes. And, I have to say that may not be an easy thing to hear, depending on what question you are coming to this reading with, always, check with your own intuition and just see how that feels for yourself. Maybe if it does line up with your intuition and it does feel true, certainly consider that always your own intuition prevails in these circumstances. Obviously, no internet reading should ever tell you exactly what to do. I really mean these videos just to be an aid and a check-in with your own intuition. So if this really isn't resonating for you, then you certainly don't have to accept it as your answer. And also I want to just acknowledge that it's never easy to hear not now, maybe later. Like, I feel like that's kind of always a difficult answer to receive. So I understand that, but if this is resonating for you, I do think Spirit really means this for your highest good and for the highest good for all in this scenario. So I hope you will take it with that intent in which it was brought. And I wish you all the best, my group 3. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. Please comment down below if you want to leave your thoughts about this reading. I would be happy to hear your thoughts. And if this resonated for you, do let me know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you're willing to hit subscribe on this video, I would appreciate it very much. It would support my channel and help me to grow here on YouTube. So I thank you for taking a moment to do that. I wish you all the very best, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.